Hello from Costa Rica. I am in Nassau, Costa Rica to recharge my battery, to relax, and to reflect. And one of the things I've been thinking a lot about is probably my number one misconception when I started down this coaching journey. And it was that by doing the deep work on myself to become a coach, that I would end up in a constant state of happiness, bliss, and joy. And certainly that has not been the case. It hasn't been my experience. Further to that, what I have actually gained is a deep appreciation for the value of sitting and exploring a negative emotion. So here's how I used to deal with negative emotions. I'd likely either beat myself up for having it in the first place, or if I had it, I wouldn't even likely recognize that I had it. But the minute that I did, I would push it away. Didn't want to deal with it. Nope, not going to feel it. Moving on. Goodbye sadness. Goodbye frustration. Goodbye anger. I'm out of here. What I've realized in my own experience by doing the deep work of sitting in a negative emotion is that I have gained three main benefits. There are a multitude of benefits. These are the three that have been most important to me. The first one is that it has connected me to my personal values in a very deep, strong manner. One of the things that I've realized is that typically when I'm feeling any type of pain, whether that shows up as stress or sadness or anger, there is a value there that I'm either not honoring or that someone else is stomping on around me. And by sitting in the emotion, by exploring that emotion, by allowing it to come in and asking questions in a curious manner versus judging myself for having them, I have uncovered what values am I not honoring? Which values are being stomped on? And that has connected me so much more deeply to that value. What happens now as that kind of emotion comes up is that one of the first questions I ask myself is, okay, what's the value here that is really the underlying issue for this particular situation? What's important about this situation that I'm not honoring or is being stomped on that's causing this unsettled feeling? Two, the second thing that I have gained deeply from sitting in an emotion is that it has allowed me to get to the core of an issue. Typically, when we think that we're angry for one thing, that is hardly ever the actual issue at hand. At least in my case, it has never been the issue at hand. That is the superficial issue. And when I do the deep work with my coach to determine what's actually underneath all of that, there's so much more to learn there. I get to know myself in a completely different fashion. And I actually get to the root cause of something. There is a different connection to the situation. There's a different angle to the situation that you haven't uncovered. There is a different aspect to it that I was yet to be connected to. The third real benefit that I have found by doing the deep work on emotions, and especially the negative emotions, is that it actually allows me to let it go. Not push it away, but let it go. By actually processing that emotion, by getting curious about it, by exploring it, by embracing it, by allowing it to wash over you and face it, you allow yourself the opportunity to let it go, to process it to a state of satisfaction that it allows you to move forward without holding on to that baggage. So I today would like to encourage you to allow whatever emotion to come up, not to judge yourself for it, but to be curious about it, to ask yourself some questions like, what's important about this to me? Where am I feeling, like, where's this anger or sadness or frustration coming from? What do I actually want from this situation? And allow yourself to sit in it, journal about it, process it to the full extent, and allow yourself to learn whatever there is to be learned. Allow yourself to uncover whatever there is to uncover. And from that place, when you're ready to let go, you'll know and you'll let go. That's it for me today. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.